We've made it to the top there in the pro line. Here we go, dropping in. Wow, KJ! It's day 3 of the Cornwall road trip and we find ourselves here at Woody's Bike Park, which is full of amazing jump lines and some pretty large jumps like this 50-footer behind me. I'm so excited for today's session. I've been meaning to come down and check out Woody's Bike Park for a long time. And as you can see from the trail map behind me, we've got 8 trails on here which range in difficulty. So you've got some blue flow runs all the way through to double black jump trails, which we're going to try to check them all out today. With that being said, the conditions out here are perfect. So we're going to get on the e-bikes and go check out the first run. First run, KJ, Woody's Bike Park. We're doing the flow trail. Yeah. Let's get it. Here we go then. It's always so exciting when you check out a new bike park for the first time. This should be a perfect little warm up to understand the terrain and what we're working with. And quite often you'll find, as sick as some of the black trails are, a lot of the time the blues, the flow ones, can be the best. Little gap into the berm there. That's one of the most delightful trails to warm up on. There's gap options if you want to hit them, there's rollers, there's fast berms, and it just generally has a nice flow to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that one. That was so fun.
We're currently ebbing back up. There is an uplift service here which isn't running today because the bike park's closed. They've kindly let us in to film this video, but we're going to make it back up and drop into the other blue, which I think is slightly more stepped up than that one. Fun set of berms there. You. That's a well fun section. Cornish Coaster then, that was a super fun track and it was a very nice gentle progression from the first blue that we rode, introducing a few more jumps. I've actually made my way back to the trail map though because I want to figure out what we need to hit next. So there's one more on this side of the hill which we're going to go hit now, a red. Then they all seem to start here, so I'm going to take a picture of the map so that I can have a look when we're over there.
I've just quickly had like a couple of laps on these 2 table jumps here to figure out the speed, and I've got it pretty good now, so Tom's going to follow me. We're going to get it, aren't we?
It just so happens to work out there on the line I was about to ride, which is perfect. So for the first time you can show me the speed.
Okay.
Go on.
Hopefully I get it right and then I'll let you overtake.
Here we go then, behind KJ. It's quite cool she's timing me in. I can get used to this. Yo! Wow, KJ! Amazing! That was sick. That burned me it. Woo! Nice. Right, see you in a minute. So I'm branching off now into the bottom section of Dirt Wave. Cara is doing that as well, but we've not been down this far yet. Yeah, nice. What a set of jumps at the bottom there. Oh. Down into rollers. Yo! KJ, you was a very good guide for the speed there on the top section of that red. It was a good line, wasn't it?
Yeah, well good. I'm glad that my judgment was okay.
Yeah, we both are still here, so it can't be that bad. But we're over this side of the hill now. This is where all the remaining tracks begin. And we've got 2 more reds to check off, so let's drop into the next one. Whoa, that's a side wind on that bit. That last track started on the blue then, which we rode earlier, and made its way down. It was quite a short little section, and we've come back up to where the final red trail starts, which is called Bridge Drop. I have no idea what to expect because we're hitting everything completely blind. So let's get on the bike and see what's in store for us. Dropping in then, Bridge Drop. see. Nice tech there. Don't know what I'm on here now. That was a quick berm. Phew! That was a big hit, that was nice. Yeah, nice. Down into a mulch jump by the looks of it. Phew! It's mandatory on the black trails to wear a full face helmet, so I've got the big lid out and I'm actually going up the rolling now. There's two that start here, Valley of Bones and Twisted Sister. Twisted Sister has a 50-foot jump on it, which we're going to go and look at in a second. Behind me there, we've got the red and yellow, which is the pro line. So we've got 3 trails left. I think we've definitely saved the best till last. Let's hit the more downhilly one this time, then we're on some big jumps. Here we go then, on course. We're going this way. Through moguls there. It's like skiing. Rock garden. Yo. Yeah, suey on the mulch. Nice. We've made it over to the 50-foot jump then. This is, I think, the longest jump here, even though it's not the pro line. But it's still quite a scary jump. It's definitely not to be sneezed at, and you're going to be going really, really fast into it. I need to figure out the speed, so I'm going to go and ride the section before it, work this out, jump it, then we'll do a top to bottom. That's the step down then. This is what should set your speed, I reckon, for the 50. Give us a wave down there, KJ. So this is quite long, isn't it?
Really? Yeah, it is, yeah.
Let's figure out this step down speed then.
Whoa. That is fast.
Don't know if that felt quick enough, you know. I mean, it's got a hell of a case pad on. You don't really want to use it, but it's got one. Not bad. Yeah, tiny bit quicker. There we go, first one out the way. It's actually such a nice jump. I was a little bit slow, tagged the back wheel tiny bit. There's one more little hip jump after that. So next go, we can clean that up and have conquered the 50-footer. Phew! There we go, 50 foot checked off. When I just saw the clip back, it looks like I tagged the back wheel a tiny bit. Top of the landing's quite rolled, but when I do a top to bottom, which I'm about to go do now, then I can just absolutely flat out it and then hopefully get a bit more style on the hip afterwards that finishes the line. We've made it back to the top then where the black trails start. And this is full lap, Twisted Sister. Let's get it. Well, it feels a bit windier up the top now. Right, we've got this road gap then. Then we come down here into the whoops. Oh my goodness, you get light in those. Nice. Yes, nice. There we go. Headwind, I had to put a pedal in there. And that is Twisted Sister with the 50-footer. Now it's time for the pro line. Final line then, this is the pro line here at Woody's Bike Park. This is the step down, it's like a cool feature. Actually, the whole place reminds me of the Brandon Seminark one shot on the hill. When you look over there, there's just tracks, it looks really cool. The only issue with this jump is it faces the other way, because this part of the valley, like snakes like that, it's actually a headwind, which is going to make it a little bit tricky because it's one of the bigger jumps on the line. But I'm confident we can get a window, there is drops in it. So I'm going to just ride this feature. Then,
sorry, I fell.
Cara's fallen over. Hopefully I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to ride the bottom section and then we will link another full top to bottom lap together. Let's give it a little test run then. I don't think you need much speed. That with a good pedal, I reckon. That with a good pedal, I reckon. Should see me over it.
Yes. Yo!
The line actually carries on and it looks exactly the same. So let's make our way to the top, full top to bottom on the pro line. We've made it to the top then, the pro line, here we go, dropping in. Let's get it. Stoked for this lap. Our last little section we just pieced together, super good fun. Phew! Bit windy coming out of that shark fin. Yeah, nice. Yeah. Phew, there we go. Pro line at Woody's Bike Park. I was warned it doesn't get used too much, which is why it's all overgrown here at the end. But that's sick, that's every single track. There we have it then, Woody's Bike Park in the bag. I've wanted to come ride here for such a long time and it certainly did not disappoint. If you're planning a road trip in the UK, definitely get down to Cornwall. And if you come down to Cornwall, definitely make sure you get down to Woody's Bike Park because you will not be disappointed. Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. If you enjoyed this one, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.
Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a